Yo, what is going on, guys? Miguel here. So, big day today. So, if you don't know where I am, I'm actually out in Traverse City, Michigan right now. I'm here for a really big agent an agent retreat. Sorry, I don't know why I get those two words mixed up a lot, but yeah. So this is being hosted by Jeff Glover. It's a Keller Williams event. It's gonna be insane. It's my first time ever event. Yeah, not much else to say. I gotta be there in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna head there now. I'm about an 8-minute drive, so yeah, I decided not to film my drive or anything coming up just because it's actually my first trip I think I've ever done on my own without being around with someone. So yeah, I just wanted to focus on the drive and stuff like that. So yeah, today's the day. So I'm not gonna film too much in the venue, but I'm just gonna kind of recap what's been happening. And yeah, figured I might as well film this because it's my first actual agent event ever. So pretty excited about this. So yeah, see you guys in a bit, and I'll film a bit of the ride there. Take care. Okay guys, so it is now the next day. Yeah, it was a really busy day yesterday, so I just didn't bother filming too much outside of when I got to the venue. Kind of grabbed some lunch, which was I'm trying to keep it as cheap as possible, right? I got like protein shakes, which got warm in the car, like while I had to leave them in there during the car. So I don't know. I think I can still drink them. I mean, they're at room temperature when you buy them, so I think I'm fine. Hopefully I don't get a huge stomachache when I drink one at lunch, but we'll find out, I guess. So yeah, yesterday was crazy. It was just unbelievable. Like the stuff I took away, I had about at least 4 to 6 pages that were filled in just from that one day. Also, they do these breakout rooms. So after one of the breakout rooms was your pre-listing package, what should be on it, how you can leading up to the process, how you can be the most effective possible. So yeah, I got a bunch of information about that I'm going to be applying to. Probably later tonight, I'll probably just try applying that to my process, going on Canva, just making something else, and just implementing what I already have as well. So yeah, just the information, you can't really get this stuff anywhere else, honestly. It was just, yeah, it's really good information. There's definitely a few things that I'm going to be adding to my own presentation already, just from the first day, and just to my business as well already. So I'm just really excited about it. And yeah, I guess to touch up on today, because I didn't really we had the beach bash and everything after, so didn't really have too much time. Didn't bother filming too much yesterday, but got up early, went for a run, took a cold shower and breakfast, and yeah, I'll be scripting for about 20 minutes before I leave, just so I'm warmed up for the day. And yeah, we start at 9 sharp, so I'll keep everyone in touch on how I'm doing, how the day's been going, and what I've been learning throughout the day. I'll be a little bit more on task with that today, as it's the second day now. Yeah, I will see you on the road. I'll see you all right, guys. So back from the coaching seminar. I just got back. Just heading my way out to the beach in Traverse City. I haven't been yet, so I'm really looking forward to this. Beautiful beach park, Lake Michigan. So I figured I might as well fit this in my time, just kind of tell you a bit of my takeaways and stuff, what happened today, all that kind of stuff. So basically, people probably think I'm crazy just filming on the sidewalk. I don't usually film too much when I'm walking, but all by myself especially. It's usually with someone else. But yeah, it was just, my head's hurting from how much stuff I retained today. But there's a lot about personal branding and how to differentiate yourself from the others. So one guy that they brought on was just Justin Bear, and he was just he was just basically a comedian that was just really, really smart. The takeaways I got from him were just amazing. Really key information that I can take in for my business and help leverage myself over other people, using towards my differences, all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, somewhere that I'll explain it a bit more at the hotel. Did a few shots of the beach while I'm here. a lot of stuff like that that just kind of came up today. So yeah, sorry, there's just a few people that just walked by. I'll probably cut that out, but yeah, overall just a great experience. Lunch took about an hour and a half today. I bought this overpriced hat. It was like $45 Canadian, but it was worth it. It was something from the Grand Traverse Resort. So yeah, I'll discuss it a little bit more, but right now I'm just at the beach. I'll get a few clips over here. I'll see you in a bit. So today, I thought checkup was for tomorrow. It's actually today. So yeah, I just quickly got my stuff together. It's throwing me back a little bit on time. I wanted to get there a little bit earlier than usual just to do coffee and coaches, but it is what it is. I'll still have some time to do that. Get my stuff together, ready to go. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The other thing I didn't touch on too was Jeff actually called it for sale by owner, like that he met. He was golfing the day before, and he he took a picture beside the guy's sign that was on the golf course. And he called him. It was pretty funny. Just on stage, the guy picked up and everything. He just ran through the whole thing as well. It was pretty funny. So he almost got the appointment, but yeah, the guy was, he kept him in his database. We can just put it that way, right? But he did a good job. It was pretty awesome. At the same time, just funny how he just called the guy on the stage. The guy had no clue. He was on this, like, in front of like 300 people while he was on the phone, right? So yeah, that's pretty funny. So gonna be a lot more of stuff like that today. He's gonna be doing a lot of role playing, his listing presentation, run through all that kind of stuff. So today's gonna be awesome. It's the big day today. It's the last day, right? So I have to drive back after. Basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna be done at 5:30. I'm probably gonna go to the beach for like half hour, an hour, and then I'm just gonna drive home. Probably won't get home till about 11. Yeah, 11 to 12. It's gonna be a little bit late. I might have to sleep an extra bit for tomorrow. But it is what it is, right? So yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date a little bit more than yesterday because we had our lunch yesterday and it just took forever to come. And then I was with like 6 other people, so I just didn't bother filming too much because we're all trying to get to know each other. And yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop, and I'll see you. I gotta get going, so I'll see you around. So something I noticed since I came to the US is that they really love their big SUVs, so I don't know.
Hi, this is Brad.
Hey Brad, this is Realtor Jeff Glover. How's it going today?
Good, Jeff. How are you?
Good, I'm real good. I'm sure you're probably getting a lot of calls from realtors about that home on the golf course there.
Yeah.
You're the owner of the property, right?
No, it's my mom's.
Oh, it's your
house.
mom's. Okay, good. You're helping out your mother?
Yes.
Great. Well, I'll keep it short and sweet. I know you're probably busy. The reason for my call is actually twofold. One, to see if you're working with real estate agents that bring you buyers. Are you?
Well, it's listed.
Oh, you know you have a for sale by owner sign in the backyard, right?
Yes. Yeah, but I also have it on MLS on the flat fee listing to get it into MLS.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so you've had it listed with, or you have it listed with a flat fee type service that's giving you MLS exposure?
Correct.
Good, good. And how long have you had it on there for?
I believe 3 weeks.
3 weeks, okay. So obviously it's being exposed to the agents here in town. Outside of that, is there anything else that you're doing?
Well, are you interested in showing the property, or are you trying to sell me something?
No, well, I'm actually not trying to sell you anything. The reason why I'm reaching out is because we know, and for sale by owner, if by chance they can't get it done on their own, even after hiring a flat fee service, they end up considering interviewing top agents in the area. And I was just calling to see if you'll be taking advantage of that opportunity too, if it doesn't work out.
Well, I haven't gotten that far yet, but you know, I'm a retired broker, so if it doesn't work out, you know,
Yeah.
we'll figure something out.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And by the way, I mean, obviously, the market's been super hot here, and it's cooling off a little bit. And I know that most for sale by owners that do end up hiring me, if they're not successful, have at least a time frame of how long they plan on trying it on their own. Do you have an idea of how long you plan on doing that?
Well, I'm confident if I'm getting MLS exposure,
Yeah.
I'm confident that I'm going to get a sale between that, Zillow, Redfin,
Yep.
Realtor.com, and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know what more can be done.
No, I hear that often, and you're right. And obviously, there's a reason why some agents sell more homes than others, right?
Right.
And it's usually the techniques that they're doing that make a bit of a difference there. So you've got it on the MLS, which is great, and you're cooperating with real estate agents, so I appreciate that. If I've got a buyer, I'll obviously keep that in mind. And I'm curious, have you had any offers, or has the activity been pretty strong?
I think, you know, if you want to leave me your phone number, I'll give you a call if I consider something different. Okay?
Well, that sounds perfect, and I'll do you one better if it's all right with you. I'd like to stop by and actually take a look at the property for two reasons. Number one, so that I can keep it in mind for any buyers, because you're obviously willing to pay a fee, and I appreciate you doing that. And also, if and when the time does come where you do go the full service route, I'll have everything to share with you exactly what we're doing right now to get properties sold. So it's kind of a win-win, wouldn't you agree?
What was your name?
This is Jeff Glover, and I'm affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
Okay, Jeff.
How often are you
Jeff,
near the
I appreciate.
How often are you near the home? Do you live near?
Yeah, Jeff, but I would like to take your phone number and
Yep.
get back with you, because I'm just working here and I've got things to do. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You sound like a go-getter guy.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that. But
Good. Yep.
Is this number a good number?
Yeah,
for you?
this is the best number to reach me on, and if it's all right with you, I can plan to swing by maybe around 6, 7 o'clock if you're gonna be near the house. If you wanna just let me know for some reason if that's not gonna work, call me back at this number. How's that sound?
I need to get back to you on that. I mean, you're welcome to preview, but are you local?
Yep, I sure am. I'm in Traverse City right now. I stay at the Grand Traverse all the time. Will you be there around 6 o'clock tonight?
No, I mean, what office are you with?
I'm affiliated with Keller Williams. We've got offices all over the state. I also sell downstate as well. So you're not able to meet tonight at 6 o'clock?
No.
Ah,
Jeff, I'm gonna take your name.
Please.
Phone number,
Yep.
Okay?
I'll give you the
And,
correct spelling.
If I need your assistance, I will give you a call.
Well, hey, I appreciate that. And do I have permission to follow up with you maybe in the next week or so to see how it's going?
Well, you're welcome to call, Jeff. Sure.
Good. Well, I know, listen, it's a great property based on what I can tell, and you're probably getting a good amount of exposure, and I know sometimes things don't work out. Well, I'll be here for you when they don't. How's that sound?
Sounds fine, Jeff.
All right. Thanks so much, Brad. Have a great day. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right, so right now is lunch break, so I just decided I'd just go get something from McDonald's, even though I have my meal replacement smoothie. Just like a small thing from McDonald's, just keep me occupied. But I'm gonna be spending it mostly at the beach just to get a little bit of my beach endeavors out before I leave. So yeah, what happened today? So today's been great. The first person I brought up on the stage, basically to sum it up, really did a good job on telling you, you know, how to set your first impression, how to, you know, a lot of it's like first impression and how to build your relationship through, you know, really just listening and interpreting that as putting it into a different perspective like no one else will, right? So it's like showing people, even that if they're not even a customer or client, just showing these people that you're even going out and prospecting, essentially, that you care and you listen to what they have to say. So if you circle back around to them, you'll know, exactly what to talk to them about, right? So yeah, stuff like that, and like just certain ways you touch people through the way you listen and how you voice that back, essentially, in the ways you touch them, not non-perverted way. That's a weird way of saying it, but really helps. That's the ultimate way to gain, referrals, right? So if you can really master that, and I think that's something I'm really good at. I mean, I've always had my own brand, even through like high school, right? I know how to just set myself apart from other people. So that's definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to in my business. And I had to interrupt for a second to grab the chicken nuggets, but there's a bit of a backup here, so I got some time to explain. So yeah, to sum it all up, I'm really excited to just kind of implement these different, the way I kind of interact with people, as follow-up, or just as a new, the other times I go talk to people, just the way I kind of set myself apart from others, right? So I'm excited to kind of implement some of that. As I've already been doing a decent amount, but not to the extent that I plan on doing. So, excited for it. And yeah, the other thing is, Jeff did a live listing presentation, and I filmed the whole thing, and it was just so good. Like, a lot of the problems I find when I go online is like, I know how to object to a lot of things, like handle a lot of objections and stuff like that when I'm on these appointments, but it's, how they're brought up and the way they're cued upon is where I can kind of stumble. And the way he kind of walked through that really helped. And like, if I study, like if I just keep studying that and just kind of write it out verbatim almost, I should, it just, the stuff he was presenting was just so relatable to, what you're actually seeing in real life, right? The people that were presenting as the sellers were, they were great. They're in a perfect position to throw the, the objections that they would need to. They were expired, that were over priced too high, right? And they just literally presented themselves as real life sellers, right? Like, it was just great acting on their part, right? So yeah, I'm very excited to just kind of like practice a bit more on this kind of stuff and just go from there with it, right? I mean, so I'll get back to you guys after I come back from lunch. I am just about to hit the road here, so yeah, I'm gonna spend some time over at the beach. Okay, so that is a wrap for the first event ever for me, the Realtor Retreat for Traverse City. So I'm actually gonna go for a quick swim before I have to head back, just so I got a little bit of a refresher before I drive like 4 to 5 hours. That might be a good idea. I have no clue if I'm going to sleep in a little bit tomorrow, because I'm probably going to be exhausted. I have no clue. Maybe I'll just power through it, because I'm just at the same time very excited to put some of this stuff forward and to work. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so just came back from the swim. Good last swim, before I go back. Got some refreshing energy in me for my 4 to 5 hour drive. So, yeah, to wrap up my first event, it was like almost life-changing. It's the stuff you see and the stuff you take in, it's just so worth the investment, it's so worthwhile, and just seeing that stuff really helps, right? Especially with someone like me being new. I've only been doing this since, the spring, pretty much. And like, just being able to like talk, like the crazy part about it is that these are people you see like on social media, or in like, people you learned from before, and then these are people you're meeting in real life. Like, it's just absurd. And one day hopefully soon, like, I hope to like share my goal has been like, to go up there and be on stage be that guy that's there to give a speech and help others, right? So that's another thing we kind of went over, is like, you need a purpose to be doing this, right? You can't just be driven by the asset of, like, use this as an asset to just money, right? If you're just driven by money, I mean, it'll work, but you'll burn out, right? So my immediate goal, like, ever since I started, obviously money's a good factor. Like, you gotta work for something, right? You gotta earn money somehow, right? So what I do this for is, I want to get so good at what I do, at my craft, that I want to give back to others, because I know I'm meant to like teach people, right? I'm meant to just help give people a clear vision of what I see. You know what I mean? That's what I generally like to do, right? And one thing Justin said, which is one of the speakers, so he said, you know, if you're not doing it for, like, you need to have a purpose and a why, right? Everyone, like, we all know that, but the way he broke it down was just, it really helps reassure why you're in this, right? For the long haul, right? If you don't have a purpose like that, you might as well just get out after 12 months, right? So a lot of stuff like that I took away. And then, you know, after, I really liked him, you know, like, Justin had his own speech, Justin Ford. He had his own speech, and his speech was amazing. I couldn't believe it. He's really big on prospecting, which from day one I've always been, you know, door knock, cold call, like all that stuff. Another thing that really helped go into this too is knowing what the most effective use of how I prospect is, right? So I'm not wasting time. Like, getting more effective with it is, I think, something that, you know, is something for me to learn, right? And going to something like this really helps, you know, helps me target what I need to be focused on while I'm prospecting and how to better organize for that. So when I am hitting my contacts, I'm hitting it in a timely manner, and I'm also doing it effectively. Like, I'm going to the spots where I know it's going to work effectively, right? The moral of the story is people need to see your face. I think a big issue I had before was I wasn't necessarily planning. I started implementing it recently, but before it was like I didn't really have a plan to go back to other spots. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. And going to this really helped me understand that, you know, you need to circle back to spots. So the main thing when you're going door to door or calling is that you get your face in front of people, right? And that's all this stuff really helps, right? So sidetracking anyways, like, Justin had a speech, I thought it was amazing, and he's huge on prospecting. He built his business off, you know, stuff like I do. So I was like, you know, I can really relate to this guy. So I took his breakout session at the end of the day, and I took it up, and then I felt I really connected with him, had a word after with him, and yeah, he's going to be my coach for the next little bit moving forward. So I'm really thrilled about that. Yeah, my mindset's just completely changed. I always had a good mindset going into it, but when I came out here, it's just, you get that fired up energy. But I know everyone else gets that, but the way I'm looking at it is like, you know, I can do this. I will be the rookie of the year. I will be, you know, the guy that stands out. I will be the guy that does X amount of transactions the 1 year, no matter how rough things have been in the past. I know what exactly I need to work on in my business right now, what I need to focus on, and how I'm just going to implement all this stuff as a whole, right, to better target my end result, right? So yeah, big experience to say overall. I will definitely be going to more of these. Yeah, I'm just fired up. You know, I'm not going to get home till almost 12, so I don't know what the deal is, if I might just sleep in a little bit to just regain, because I get up early. I get up at 5 usually in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that, but I might as well, because I'm at the same time just so fired up to just get the day running at the same time. So there's nothing else I can say about this career other than the fact that it just, you know, it really thrills you to know that you're in a career, you're in a business that really gets you fired up to do something for yourself, right? Another thing that Justin actually touched on was that he's not a big fan of the 9 to 5. He couldn't work a 9 to 5, you know, and I'm kind of the same way. You know, I realized real quick when I got into real estate is that I'm not a 9 to 5 person. I'm a a go-getter, and I have my own goals, and I do stuff my way, but not in like a way where it's like goes against everything else. It's like I do things, I brand myself, right? And this is, after doing all this stuff, you know, I know this is definitely the business for me. This is definitely something I'm going to succeed very well in, right? I know this, right? So yeah, that just helped reassure everything. I hope you guys liked it. This is like the first vlog I think I've done. I kind of wish I filmed more day 1 and day 2, but I mean, at the same time, I was just focused on meeting people, taking in all the knowledge, and then just enjoying myself when I had the time off, just going to the beach and stuff, and just getting to bed early. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be. But yeah, have a good day, and don't forget, stay true to yourself. All right, take care.